So this video is titled Healing the Past, and the basic point that I want to make, first I have to give credit to Teal Swan on this one for simply reminding me of something that I expressed to someone else a number of months ago. Something that was posted just in the past few days on her Facebook page, talking about how if there's anything in your past that you have resistance to returning to, then that is because it is unhealed. Any experience in your past, however, difficult and terrible it was, if you don't want to think about it, if you don't want to go there, the reason is because it is unresolved, plain and simple. And I expressed this in a letter to a friend at one point this past winter, related to a experience between the two of us that was very difficult. And so often people's solutions for dealing with difficult situations in their lives is to block it out and move on. Just to say, screw this, I'm over it, I'm done with this, I'm out of here. And perhaps sometimes that's just what you have to do. Think of any, you just got back from the Iraq War, or, you've finally gotten away from a very abusive relationship, or, you can use your imagination, any especially traumatic experience in your life. Sometimes that's just what you have to do. You just have to, you just have to do what you need to do to survive, get the hell out of there, and move on with your life. But invariably, what happens when you take that approach is that you leave things unresolved within yourself, and you move on less than whole. And that situation does not go away, it never goes away, as long as you are denying it, as long as you are in resistance to it. Instead, it is buried deep into the subconscious, and it will continue to come up in your life over and over again until you genuinely resolve it. That's just the way it works. And that's what we're working through with countless situations, both in this life and in our past lives, is revisiting these patterns of ours that we haven't, dealt with yet, transformed, evolved, until we get it right. It's like that movie Groundhog Day, in which he keeps repeating the same series of events over and over again until finally he gets them to fall into place in the right way, and then and then that's the end of the movie. Obviously, this is a movie that doesn't end, but there are always more issues and more situations that come up in life that you have to figure out. So just a simple basic point to keep in mind, that if there's anything in your past, within your consciousness that you don't want to think about, you don't want people to bring it up, then the chances are it's because there's something unresolved there that needs to be addressed. And instead of taking this approach of blocking things out and moving on, in other words, denying what happened and the effects that it still has on you, is to seek to revisit that, allow that to come forth as long as it desires to. If those memories keep resurfacing, then that's where you need to be now in order to resolve it. And that doesn't mean that you have to do it now necessarily. Obviously, you have to deal with these things when you're able to deal with them, and when you actually have a desire within yourself to resolve them. But denying them and moving on does not make them go away. That's the main thing to keep in mind, that if you actually want to truly free yourself from these difficult situations from the past, you don't free yourself by pushing them away and trying to forget about it. That is actually the ultimate way to imprison yourself in those experiences, because then your subconscious is ruling your life without you realizing it. And that's what most humans are living in, is a state of fear and denial over past experiences that they are reliving over and over again because they have been stuffed down in the subconscious and have not been resolved. Just want to make that simple little point, just something to think about, and to sort of roll around in one's consciousness and see, are the things in the past that are being dealt with from a place of denial, instead of allowing them to come up and working with whatever does come up in order to truly resolve them. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.